Good morning to all. Today I am going to talk about soap chemistry behind the COVID-19. How washing hands with soap destroys the coronavirus and why soap is always better. Actually, soap is one of the most potential routes to annihilate the invisible enemy SARS-CoV-2 called Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome (COV2), an acute respiratory disease caused by a novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, previously known as 2019 nCoV. The coronavirus disease 2019 means COVID-19 has spread throughout China and received worldwide attention. On 30 January, World Health Organization officially declared the COVID-19 epidemic as a public health emergency of international concern. On 11th March 2020, WHO characterized SARS-CoV-2 as a pandemic situation. Till now, around 1 crore 20 lakhs 37,519 confirmed cases of SARS-CoV-2 and 5,49,401 deaths have been reported globally, and the number is increasing by every minute worldwide. In India, total confirmed cases reported as 7,67,296 with total death of 21,129, and in Tamil Nadu cases reported 1,22,350 and total death 1,700. The coronavirus particle consists of four structural proteins: the nucleocapsid, envelope, membrane, and spike. The spike protein from club-shaped protrusions that stick out all over the virion, resembling a crown, hence the name. These protrusions bind to receptors, large cells, and infect. Respiratory viruses like the novel coronaviruses, the flu, and the common cold can spread via our hands. If someone's sick, a hand can touch some mucus and virus particles will stick to the hand. If someone is well, hand act like sticky traps for viruses. We can pick up droplets that contain the virus and then they will stay on our hands and perhaps enter our body if we touch our hands to our faces. New studies indicate we touch our face far more frequently than we wash our hands. One study published by the American Journal of Infection Control that on average touch their faces 23 times per hour. Coughs or sneeze can contaminate non-porous surfaces, but the virus can remain infectious for more than 3 days and infect a victim when they touch their face. That's why our hands are the front line in the war against COVID-19. World Health Organization, Center for Disease Prevention and Control, and public health experts have said the most effective way to protect against the new coronavirus is to wash your hand thoroughly with soap and avoid touching your face. In the absence of soap, CDC recommends using hand sanitizer containing at least 60% alcohol. Soap is one of our most effective defenses against invisible pathogens. When you wash your hands with soap and water, you're not only washing the virus particle of your hands, you're also annihilating the virus, rendering from harmless. Chemists explain that called soap amphibials, which are molecules with a dual nature. One end of the molecule is attracted to water and repelled by fractal proteins, while the other end of repels water but attracts fractal proteins. When you buy a conventional soap, it consists of a mixture of these amphibials. The genetic makeup of coronavirus consists of encoded RNA surrounded by a layer of fat and protein. Soap acts almost like a crowbar for the virus. One end of the soap molecules attract to the virus fat and break it apart, allowing the virus to be washed away down the drain. You pull the virus apart, you make it soluble in water and it disintegrates. But this process can take a while to happen, which is why people should wash their hands for at least 20 seconds. You need a bit of time for all the stops to interact back and forth with the virus particle. But according to CDC, your first choice should always be soap. If soap is not available, using hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer works in a similar way, but you need a very high concentration of alcohol to have the same outcome. This is why CDC recommends people use sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol and only if and water not available. Soap, on the other hand, potential effect of annihilate virus easily. Thank you. I am K. Junaid Ashik, 7th B, Don Bosco School, Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Gandhi Nagar, Velur.